welcome to a brand new speed build. Today we have a modern hipster cafe, I think is what I'm calling it. Honestly, I have gone back and forth on this name so much. Like, it was just gonna be a modern cafe, and then it was gonna be a cozy modern cafe, and now it's a modern hipster cafe. Like, I don't really know. It was just, I wasn't happy with any of the names, because it is modern-ish, but it's not like super modern. And it's, I don't know, I kind of get the hipster vibe from it, but I'm not really sure. You can decide in the comments if you think it fits or not. I do think the interior fits for the hipster thing, and the, I don't know, the exterior fits for the modern theme, I guess. I don't really know. You can decide. I don't know. I like the name now. I think, I don't know, I've gone back and forth so much. So we're just gonna keep with the modern hipster cafe because I kind of like that, so we're gonna keep with it. But I am sorry if it doesn't actually look like a hipster cafe, but I don't know, I really know. But anyways, I was really in the mood to build another community lot. I do have two others that are coming up at some point, but I was just really in the mood to build another community lot, and I saw this picture on Pinterest, which I will pop up here on the screen, but I saw this picture on Pinterest like a week ago or something, and I thought it would just make an absolute like amazing home, and I really wanted to go for this like kind of darker theme, like kind of darker modern theme, and then I tried building it last week, like right when I saw it, but it didn't really work. Or it did. It's just, I don't think it looked that good, because I was doing like kind of like a residential lot, and it looked good, fine, but like I didn't really know where to put it, like in which world. I just had I don't know, I was just so indecisive with it. And then when I went back into the game, I think Sunday, so for once this build is actually built like recently and not like months ago or like weeks ago. It was actually built like this week, but then when I went back to it on I think Sunday, I was just like, this will actually make a pretty good cafe in Windenburg. So that's what I decided to do. This is where the original cafe in Windenburg is, which I think is called the Hare and the Hedgehog, I think. I don't know, but it's on that lot, and yeah, so I don't know, I think it ended up looking good. I really like this interior, and I think it's going to be such a cozy cafe, because this is for my save file. So I was just like, I think this is going to be like such a cozy cafe to go to. And yeah, I don't know. It's kind of also got like this industrial vibe. So that's kind of what I think is like kind of hipster-ish. I think you will see when it comes to the interior, but I think it's kind of hipster-ish. I really liked using all the different windows, because usually I tend to go for like one window, not one window per se, but like one window set throughout a build. For this one, I mashed a lot of different windows. I used the kind of like, I don't know, not smaller windows, but they're kind of short and skinny windows from Eco Lifestyle, and then I used the windows from Moschino Staff, and then the ones that are kind of on the front, I guess, bump out on the front, the kind of like just glass windows, those are from the Snow Escape pack, I think, and then I used the windows from the Industrial Loft kit, which we still have not gotten that other window, which is insane. Like, I don't know what is taking them so long, but yeah, I see it on Twitter like all the time, people like commenting on like, where is it, and I find that incredibly funny. But then I also used the window from Laundry Day, which I have never used that window at all. Like, I always try to use it. I love that window so much, and I don't think I've used it before. I don't think so. Maybe I have. I don't really remember, but I tried to use it. It's just I never find a place where it could fit. But for this one, it fits, and I'm so happy about that. I think it looks really good. I was really just happy to fit that in, and you will see that the exterior came together really easily, because first off, I did have the reference picture, but also I have started to do this with like all my exteriors, that before I start to record, I actually built the exterior once, just so I know that it actually works, because a lot of times, like, I don't know, 50% of the time when I go in to build something, I start off like building something and then I scrap it like so many times, and instead of having just recordings of like builds that I actually never finish or anything like that, I just decided to like build the exterior ones and then see if it actually works. And then I build it again for the video. And I think that actually works out pretty great, because then it's not as, like, it doesn't take as long for you guys as well, because I'm very undecisive at first. So it came together. Yeah, I mean, this came together pretty easily, but it usually comes together pretty easily. So that's just what I've decided to do recently, but yeah, I don't really know. I also did play around a lot with platforms for this house, yes, it is a house, but for this cafe, which is surprising because I don't normally like use platforms that much. At least I don't think so. But it's not like something I use quite a lot. I use it pretty sporadically, I guess. Like, I use it I tend to use it in clusters. Does that make sense? Like, I use it in one build, and then I use it in like several builds after that, but then I don't use it in so many builds. If that makes any sense. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore, but yeah. So I really liked using it in this build to kind of just make it work better. I have discovered that most of the times when I'm using platforms, it's always when I'm using the medium wall height, I think, just because I don't like the medium wall height. I don't like any wall height except for the short wall height, because I tend to want to like clutter up things, and like I don't like empty spaces, and I don't like empty walls. I think you might have noticed that I put paintings or wall decorations on like every wall that I can. In this one, I put a lot of fair lights from the free holiday packs. You will see there's a lot of them. But like in all my homes, I always put like a lot of things like on the walls, just because I don't like empty walls. And so for this one, I'm so sorry if you could hear that. That was a dog barking. I'm sorry. So when it comes to like the medium wall height, there's obviously more wall space, and usually I don't want to put things too high up on a wall, so I end up just the top of the wall, if that makes any sense, ends up being kind of empty, and I don't like the look of that. So when I'm using platforms, obviously like you kind of shorten the wall, you don't shorten the wall height, but obviously there's less wall space when you use the platforms, so I tend to use it when I'm doing with medium wall height, just so it looks a little better, at least in my opinion. I don't know. I just don't like empty wall space, I guess. So I've discovered that I use platforms only when it comes to the medium wall height. I never use the tall wall height, unless it's already in an apartment, which I never tend to build in those apartments where the tall wall height is. So when I actually, although I am doing that now, like currently in one of the apartments I'm building, it's the tall wall height, and I don't like it. I really don't like it. But yeah, so that's why I tend to use the platforms when it comes to medium wall height. But I think it actually ends up looking pretty good for this one, because I kind of like how it's sectioned off, because the entirety of this build is kind of open floor plan, except for the bathrooms. Of course, they're upstairs, but like the entire downstairs is like one open space. So I decided to kind of utilize the platforms to make it a little bit better. I don't really know. I am sorry if I'm sounding a little weird. Not weird, like not my voice, but like if I'm talking about nonsense, if I'm like not really making sense. I am currently having a little bit of a fever, which is weird because I never have a fever, like never. It's very rare that I have a fever. Like I will get sick. Obviously, you've heard about me getting sick a lot. But then it will usually be like a sore throat, a headaches, like coughing and stuff like that. But I'm currently having a fever, which is very, very strange, like very unusual. So I am a little sorry for like fever brain. Yeah, kind of what I'm having. So I am sorry about that, but I really wanted to get this voiceover done so you can get an extra video this week, because usually I don't upload on Fridays if you're watching this the day this comes out, but I decided to this week, so that's fun. But yeah, I don't know. I am sorry for that. Although it's such a pain that I'm going to like have a fever right now, because if you didn't know, I've been home from school for like a month now, which I hate it so much. Like just want to go back to school right now. But basically the first week I was sick, like with like a cough and headaches and stuff like that, and we're not allowed to go to school if we're sick, like I think pretty obviously. So I wasn't allowed to go to school, and so I was home but then and it was also like a half week, so like when I was feeling better, I was only home for 3 days because when I was feeling better, we didn't have school. And then I got, like the week after that, I got an allergic reaction, which I've talked about this before, I think, but I have a very severe allergy, and I sometimes get an allergic reaction, although I am super, super careful about what and where I eat stuff. I still get allergic reactions, which sucks, but that means that I'm sick for about like 3 weeks, and that's what I'm currently sick with. But then now when I'm finally feeling better again, like I was going to go to school tomorrow, and I still might, depending on if I still have a fever tomorrow, but now I have a fever. So that's fun. I cannot catch a break with my health. My health like needs to get better. It really needs to, like it sucks right now, so that's fun for me. But yeah, so if I sound a little weird, that's why. I am sorry about that, but like you're just gonna have to get used to it. Also apparently my English is not working today, which is it ever? I don't think it's ever working, so you know, that's fun. But we are currently doing the interior. I kind of talked through a lot of it, I'm sorry, but we are doing the interior, and I decided to do the interior before I finish the exterior with like the porches and stuff. I don't even know, are there porches? The areas outside, I don't know, because like they are porches, but are they called porches still when it's a cafe? Like I don't know. But I really like this interior. I think it's very cozy, and I absolutely loved the chairs from I think they came with City Living, and I never used these chairs just because I think in the other swatches they look kind of cheap, at least in my opinion. But in this black swatch, they look so good, and it matched so good with everything. So I was just like, I'm using this. It did take me a while to like pick out the chairs. I don't really know why. I did edit that out, but it did take me a very long time, but I think it ends up looking really good, at least in my opinion. And then we have this like entryway. I was so confused about what to put in this kind of entry area thing. I do put a little bit of I put like 3 like counters, like, are they called counters? Like bar counters things? I don't really know. But anyway, so you can sit there and have a coffee if you want to. I do put some outside as well later on. And then on this like third area, in this third area, on the downstairs, I put a few couches and stuff so you can hang out there. I was inspired kind of by Friends. Yes, of course. Gotta have those Central Perk vibes, you know. Although this is not like Central Perk vibes, I think at all, but I don't really know. I really like when coffee houses have like, maybe I should call this a coffee house. That would make sense. I'm sorry. I'm probably not gonna call it that, but that would kind of make sense. But yeah, I don't know. I really like when like cafes and stuff like that have couches because it feels just so cozy. In Sweden, we have something called Espresso House, which I don't know if it's a thing anywhere else. It might be, I'm not sure, but it's basically like Starbucks, not really, but kind of, and because Starbucks is like, I think it exists in like 3 cities, if even that. I know it exists in Stockholm, but I don't know if it exists in maybe like Malmö or like Gothenburg or Göteborg, you know. It's not called Gothenburg in Swedish, it's not, by the way, but anyway, I don't know if it's in any of those places. I would guess so, and maybe some other places, but I don't really know. I don't live near, but we have something called Espresso House instead. And in all of the Espresso Houses, I think at least the ones that are where I live, we have like 3 in the like closest, nearest town. They have all like couch areas, I think, which is kind of cozy. Does all 3? At least the one that I go to the most, when I almost never go there, but the one when I go to Espresso House, the one that is like closest to my school, has couches, I know, and I don't know if the other 2 has, maybe, I don't know, but yeah, so, yeah, I don't know, I don't live near them, it's just my school, which I don't live near my school. It takes me like 45 minutes to go there by bus, like 45-50 minutes to go there by bus, so like, it is not close. I live in a tiny village. But yeah, anyway, I don't really know what I'm talking about anymore. But I really like having couches and stuff like that in coffee houses, especially like also in The Sims because it looks so cozy. And then I just added some Fairy lights, again, I overuse these fairy lights in this build. It's like so much. And then I also put a lot of plants everywhere just because I thought it fitted. I really thought it fitted. And yeah, I don't know. I do also like reuse the same like wall decoration, stuff like that in this build. I am sorry about that, but I think it's fine. It's fine. It's whatever. But yeah, I don't know. But I did mention that I did build this like this week. I started it Sunday and then I finished it Tuesday. It did not take me 3 whole days to build. It did not. I was doing other things as well. I think it only took me like 2.5 hours to build or something like that. I'm sorry if you can hear something in the background. I don't know what's going on downstairs. I'm sorry. But anyway, I don't even know what I'm talking about. I don't know. Oh yeah, but so usually I don't post builds this close to me finishing them. But for this one, I really wanted to have an extra video out this week because I am so ahead with my like editing and stuff like that. So I was just like, I don't really have to stress with like editing, and I have a lot of other things done. So why not post an extra video? And then I was thinking like, what should I post? And then I was like, I really want to post this that I just built because I really, really like this. So this is what you're getting. Plus, it's been a while since I posted a community lot. I think the last one I posted was the Fish's Restaurant, which, like, I'm sorry, but that deserves so much more love, at least in my opinion. I am a little bit biased on that one because I did build it, but I do really like that build, and, like, it's one of my I think it's my worst performing one, like, recently, like, on my recent videos. It's one of my, like, worst performing ones, which is, like, kind of sad. I really like it. But yeah, so if you haven't seen that, you should. I will also link the playlist to all my other community lots if you want to watch it. I don't know, I might have linked it before in this video in the card. I don't know. It's here somewhere. It's somewhere, but yeah, so go and show that some love if you want to. I mean, I am biased again because I did build it, but I do really, really like that one. I do actually like this one more because this one's just so cozy. I would love to go to this cafe. Like, I would love to. I don't know, it just seems so cozy, and when I was playing it, like, I was playtesting it, everything worked, by the way, but when I was playtesting it, there was a lot of people here, and it just seemed so cozy to have, like, I don't know, a friend group hang out here or something like that. And if you do, like, have, like, clubs or anything like that in your game, which, like, I never play with clubs, but I know some people do, and for my save file, I think I'm going to create some, so there are some that you can join, but, I don't know, I think this would be kind of a fun, like, hangout spot for, like, club, like, what if you had, like, a study club? That would be, like, so cute, to have, like, I don't know, like, a study group, and they study here, and they sit maybe in the couches, and just study. That would be so cute. I would love that. I don't know, I would love that so much. I love studying at cafes. It's kind of busy, but, if you go, like, at times where there's not as many people, it's really, really cozy to study there. At least in my opinion. At least to the ones I've been to, and not just Espresso House, but, like, other ones, like, you know, like, I don't know, cafes that are in towns, I don't know. Also, like, okay, so like I said before, I live in a, like, tiny village, and then we have, like, a small town where I went to, middle school, kind of ish. The Swedish school system is different from, like, the US school system or anything like that, so I don't really know. I think you would call it middle school. That's what we do because I go to an international program, but anyway, so we call it middle school, but I don't really know if that would be what you called it, but anyway, so yeah, so up until, like, 2 years ago, I think, I went in that small town, and now I go to, like, the bigger town, because there's where, like, the high school is. Well, is it called high school? I think so. I don't know. But that's kind of where that is, and in the small town, and also kind of where my high school is, which is, like, it's not a big town. The bigger town is not big at all. It's kind of small as well, but there are a lot of, like, you know, like, small town cafe vibes, which is really cute. I love that. Anyways, I don't know, you're getting to know about where I live and a little bit about Sweden today, I guess, so that's fun. That's really fun. I don't know. Again, I'm blaming this on my fever brain. I am. I am sorry for that. Also, it's kind of weird because I'm recording this, like I said, like I'm recording it, it's Wednesday for me. I'm recording it, like, kind of not late. It's like 8 o'clock, but my cousin's room is right next to mine, and I know she can hear me right now, and that is nerve-wracking. She's probably thinking like she can probably, like I know she can hear me because I can hear her when she's talking, but that's kind of weird. I'm a little bit nervous, so like I don't really know what to talk about. And I don't want to just stop talking and then like think of things to talk about, which like I normally don't do, but yeah. Anyway, now I just talked through the entire process of doing the exterior like porch area. I don't know. I just put basically the same things as the interior. There's a lot of tables. I think there's like 83 chairs or something like that. So there's a lot of places for you to sit and have your coffee at. So that's fun. I don't know. But yeah. I didn't really do a lot of landscaping for this lot because I didn't really see the point in that. Because I don't know. I did put like some shrubs and like some trees, but that's it. I really didn't do anything else. But yeah, that's basically it for this video, and I really hope you liked it, and don't forget to like, share, comment, and of course subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!